This video will cover setting up your office while working from home. Everyone's situation is different. Many of us working from home are using just a laptop and do not have adjustable furniture available, while others may have. For this reason, in this video, we will look at all variations of furniture and equipment commonly used. When we look at adjusting someone's workstation ergonomically, we first adjust the chair. When you sit in your chair, always make sure you are sitting the whole way back so that your back is fully supported at all times. Always ensure that your feet are fully supported, either flat on the floor or on a box or footrest. The seat on some chairs can be adjusted in and out as needed. Ideally, we want to have a gap of 3 fingers between the front of the cushion and the back of our knee. If you cannot adjust the chair and you have more than 3-finger gap or no gap at all, putting your feet on a footrest so your knees are slightly higher than your hips can help stabilise you in the chair and stop the seat from pressing into the backs of your legs. The back of the chair needs to be upright, firm and supported when you are working. Some chairs also have the option to increase and decrease the tension of your backrest. You can adjust this as per your personal preference, but we advise that the backrest remains firm while working. Some chairs have an adjustable lumbar support. If yours has one, you can adjust this depending on what feels comfortable for you. Armrests can be used if they can be adjusted to a position that keeps your shoulders relaxed and your elbows close to your sides. If the armrests are too far away, we would recommend not using them. When working away from your usual office space, for example, while working from home, the only chair available might not be adjustable. Where possible, choose a chair that has a firm and upright backrest. Soft chairs and sofas should be avoided while working as much as possible. Once you have chosen the chair you wish to sit on while you work, sit the whole way back in the chair so that your back is fully supported by the backrest. While in this position, check where your feet are. It is important to ensure your feet are flat on the floor or a stable surface. Ensure your back is always touching the backrest of the chair. If your feet are not fully flat on the floor when your back is against the backrest of the chair, this means that the chair is too high for you. Use a stable object such as a footrest, box ream, or paper or stack of books to place underneath your feet. Your knees should be at the same height or slightly lower than your hips. If your knees are higher than your hips when you sit, this means that the chair is too low. Sit on a firm cushion or folded towel to raise your height. Now check that your hips are the same height as your knees, or your knees are slightly lower. A chair with a firm backrest, such as a dining room chair, is a good option when working from home. However, this type of chair may not provide you with enough lumbar or lower back support. To create some lumbar support, use a small rolled up towel and place it between the natural curve of your lower back and the backrest of the chair. Next, we want to have a look at how the chair fits with the desk. Your desk is the correct height when your shoulders are relaxed. Elbows are close to your body by your sides, bent at 90 degrees. Wrists are straight and your hands are just higher than the keyboard. Your wrists or your forearms should be resting or pressed against the edge of the desk. If your desk is higher than your elbows, it is likely that your desk is too high. Your wrists will be pressed against the desk as you work. Your hands should land on your keyboard when your shoulders are relaxed and elbows are at 90 degrees. Keep your keyboard and mouse near to the edge of your desk and bring your chair in close to the desk. For those using a sit-to-stand desk, we are going to set it up for standing. When using a standing desk, stand tall with your feet hip-width apart and your weight evenly distributed. Check that your shoulders are relaxed, elbows are close to your body and at 90 degrees with your wrists and hands straight. From here, your hands should land on the keyboard. If you notice that you are leaning on your desk or are standing on one leg more than the other, it is time to change posture, move around or sit down. When working from home, you may be able to create a temporary standing desk. You can use household objects such as a stack of books or boxes on a higher surface, such as a kitchen counter, ironing board or shelving unit, so that you can raise the device to where you are looking directly at the screen when looking straight ahead. You will now need to position the keyboard and the mouse to the correct height also. Check that your shoulders are relaxed, elbows are close to your body and at 90 degrees with your hands straight. This is the height that your keyboard and mouse should be. If they are too low, you can place them on a box to get them to the correct height. If you notice that you are leaning forward or are standing on one leg more than the other, it is time to change posture, move around or sit down. Another option to create a standing solution when working from home is the use of a sit-to-stand desk converter placed on the top of your desk. However, please be aware that these converters will make the sitting height of your desk higher. Check that your equipment is at the correct height for you by keeping your elbows close to your body and bring them to 90 degrees. If you have already had to change the setup due to having a high desk, a sit-to-stand converter may not be a good option for you, as you need to be able to both sit and stand comfortably at the workstation. When standing at a sit-to-stand converter, it is important to ensure you can type and use your mouse with your shoulders relaxed, elbows close to your body and at 90 degrees with your hands straight. If you notice that you are leaning forward or you are standing on one leg more than the other, it is time to change posture, move around or sit down. When working from a desk or a table that is a fixed height, you may need to readjust your position to ensure you are working comfortably. With your back against the backrest of your chair and your feet flat on the floor or on a stable surface, we can now check if you are at the correct height for working at this desk. To do this, relax your shoulders, keep your elbows close to your body, bend your elbows to 90-degree angle and keep your wrists and fingers straight with your palms facing towards the floor. From here, check the position of your hands relative to your desk and keyboard. If your desk is too high and you are using a non-adjustable chair such as a dining chair, you will need to sit on a firm cushion to increase your height. This will allow you to work with your elbows by your body and at 90 degrees while your shoulders are relaxed. When you are at the correct height, your hands should be just above the keyboard. If your hands and wrists are higher than the keyboard when you keep your shoulders relaxed and elbows at 90 degrees, this means that your desk is too low. Place items such as books or a solid box under your keyboard and mouse. By increasing the height of the keyboard and the mouse, you'll be able to work with your elbows at 90 degrees. It is also important to ensure your keyboard and mouse are close to you. You should bring them near to the edge of the desk and ensure that you can work while keeping your elbows by your side. Now let's check the position of the keyboard, mouse and monitor. Position your monitor so that it is one arm's length away from you. Check this by reaching your arm in front of you while sitting at your chair. Your screen should be where your hand ends. The middle of your monitor should line up with your nose. Next, adjust the height of your monitor. When you are looking straight ahead, check that you are looking directly at the top third of your screen. Change the height of your screen as necessary. Now check that your keyboard and mouse are positioned directly in front of your screen. Try to use one screen only as much as possible. Look around your screen with your eyes. Avoid moving your head as much as possible. Ensure you are giving your eyes regular breaks. Practice the 20-20-20 rule. For every 20 minutes you spend looking at your screen, look away for 20 seconds. Consider using computer glasses, which are designed to filter out the blue light. Check for glare. Aim to place your screen at a right angle from a natural light source. However, be aware that you may need to pull blinds and the light will change as the day goes on. When working from home, check for any obstacles within your workspace. Consider reorganising the office layout if needed. Ensure you do not keep equipment plugged in or on standby continuously. Plug them out and switch off when not using, or when the device has sufficiently charged for further use. When using a laptop without any external equipment, you must prioritise the keyboard position and height. The keyboard should be flat on the table, and we need to change our position to be at the right height for the desk. This is where your shoulders are relaxed, elbows are close to your body and at 90 degrees, and your hands are just above the height of the keyboard. The laptop screen should be in a more open position, so you can keep your neck straight and look at the screen with your eyes without bending your neck. When using two monitors equally, position them side by side and slightly angled towards each other. Where the screens meet should line up with your nose. If using a laptop and a monitor, place the laptop on a laptop riser or a stack of books or boxes so it lines up with the monitor. Ideally, we should use the monitor as the primary screen and the laptop for reference only. If you are using two screens but use one more than the other, position the screen you are primarily more centrally in front of you and the second screen slightly to the side as long as it doesn't make you twist. When taking multiple video calls throughout the day, try to ensure that the calls are scheduled with breaks in between to allow for some movement. Use an overhead headset or speaker mode where possible. Switch to active speaker mode instead of tiles when video conferencing. This means that your eyes do not have to work as hard and will not tire as quickly. When you have an opportunity, turn your camera off and stand and move around while on calls. When working from home, the location of your home office needs consideration. When possible, work in a quiet space, which is a designated workspace. Remove distractions where possible. Aim to set up your workspace away from common family places where possible. Do clear away the workspace once the workday is completed. Take breaks to stretch throughout the day. Breaks are important to give your mind and body a chance to recover. Even short breaks are beneficial and can help improve your productivity. This movement will stretch your chest. Stand tall, grasp your hands together behind your back and push your chest out. Hold this stretch for 30 seconds or more. Now we're going to try some neck stretches. This stretch can be done in sitting or standing. Drop your head forward and look down at the floor. Gently place your hand at the top of your head and put some pressure on to increase the stretch. Hold the stretch for 30 seconds or longer. For this one, keep looking straight ahead. You can do this while sitting or standing. Let your right ear drop down towards your right shoulder. Hold here. The rest of your body stays still, only your head moves. Use your right hand to put on slight pressure and increase the intensity of the stretch. Repeat on the left side. Again, hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat this on both sides. Next, reach both of your arms overhead. Bend at your elbows. Place your right hand onto your left elbow and left hand onto your right elbow. Lean to the left side from your torso. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat on the opposite side. Now to stretch the shoulders, reach both of your arms overhead. Bend at your elbows and take the arms behind the head. Place the right hand on the left elbow. Try to reach your left hand down your back as far as possible. Keep the elbow in place with your right hand. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat on the opposite side. We're going to continue to stretch the shoulders. Bring your right arm across the front of your body. Keep your right elbow straight. Take your left arm and place it under your right arm. Use your left arm to pull the right arm towards your body. Look over your right shoulder to increase the stretch. Hold for 30 seconds or more and repeat on both sides. Do this stretch in standing. Find a vertical space such as a door frame where you can place one hand on the vertical surface. Keep your arm straight with no bend in your elbow. Step forward to feel a stretch at the front of your chest. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat on both sides. Reach both arms overhead and interlock the fingers. Keep your elbows straight, reach up towards the ceiling. Hold for 30 seconds or more. It is important to stretch out the muscles in your forearm, particularly if you spend a lot of time typing. Place your right arm out in front of you with your elbow straight and palm facing down. Move your wrist to make a stop sign with your hand. Use your left hand to put some pressure on. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Turn your forearm over so that your palm is facing up. Now move your wrist so the palm faces you. Use your left hand to put on some pressure. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat both with the other side. If you spend some time using a standing desk, try these stretches also, but ensure that the chair is against a wall and will not move. Place the leg to be stretched on a chair. Keep a very slight bend at the knee. Lean forward from your hips, keeping your back straight. You should feel a stretch at the back of your leg. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat on both legs. Place your hand in front of you on a stable surface. Take a step back with the leg you are going to stretch first and keep this knee straight. Bend your front knee and lean forward. Keep your back straight. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat on each leg. Place your hand on a stable surface in front of you for balance. Bend at your knee and take the ankle of the leg you are stretching in your hand behind you. Hold for 30 seconds or more. Repeat on each leg. It is important to move very regularly throughout the day. Consider the importance of work-life balance, also by taking breaks at regular times. And working your usual working hours, even if you are currently working from home. Your next posture is the best posture. If you find yourself suffering from any pain or discomfort, notify your immediate supervisor or people business partner and reach out to the healthcare professional immediately. Thank you for watching.